start off with Katy Cinco Ranch football game. Again, a close one for Katy. Katy has not been held under 35 points this year other than once. Katy's on top of this game, 35 to Cinco Ranch 21. Katy was held to 399 total yards, which is less than what they've been averaging, obviously. But they had 358 yards on the ground and averaged almost 9 yards a carry.
Wow.
So
They're hard to stop.
A couple of guys who stood out here would be Adam Taylor, rushing. He rushed for 23 attempts for 265 yards and 2 touchdowns, averaging 11.5 a carry. And then Rodney Anderson followed that up with 7 attempts rushing and had 87 total yards for 2 touchdowns as well. So, again, Katy on top, just taking care of business, 9-0 in the season, 6-0 in district, just playing fantastic football, leading up to the playoffs here.
Memorial actually wound up winning this game 34-14, and they did it mostly in the first half. They scored 24 points in the first half and kind of cruised to victory here. Memorial had 391 total yards, and they actually held Katy Seven Lakes to 205 total yards, which is rare because Seven Lakes had been moving the ball up to this point. Memorial's improved to 5-1 in the district. One of the bright spots for Seven Lakes was Braden West. He did it receiving and rushing the ball, and had 33 yards receiving in this game to help them score the 14 points. But it was all Memorial, and they have really shown the ability to win some big games, and I do look like they're going to make their way into the playoffs this year.
Another nail-biter. Mady Creek comes out just on fire. 17 points in the first quarter. Ends at halftime. It's 20-9. They look like they're going to get their first district win. Houston Straight Jesuit, I guess after their talk at halftime, decided to shut them down because they went scoreless in quarters 3 and 4.
Wow.
And Straight Jesuit put up 21 points. Final score of that game, Straight Jesuit 30, May Creek 20.
We move to the heartbreaker of the day. Katy Taylor, 0-9 overall and 0-6 in district, had a chance to take down one of the powerhouses in the district, Morton Ranch, and could not get it done in overtime. It was just a heartbreaker. Morton Ranch ran out to a 28-14 lead, but Katy Taylor stormed back in the second half, ended up tying the game, and in overtime, the final score wound up being 22-14 in overtime. They had to play 3 of them. The final score was 56-48, and I know everyone from Taylor was hoping that they could pull that one out. That was a very winnable game and a chance for them to really make up for all the wrongs that they've had this season. They just weren't able to get it done. Some of these numbers, again, remember we played 2 extra overtimes. Morton Ranch had 574 total yards, and Taylor came in with 409, which is their best of the season, so you have to give them credit. Morton Ranch did all of their damage on the ground. DeAndre Williams had 49 carries for 547 yards and 5 touchdowns, and I'm not sure outside of Katy I've seen a line like that rushing. Now, Taylor did have a bright spot. Clay Holgerson, their quarterback, was 26 for 49. He passed for 302 yards and 5 touchdowns, did everything he can to keep them in the game. Robbie Wells, their receiver, he added 5 catches and 2 touchdowns, and then Grant Phillips went for 111 yards and a touchdown, but in the end it just wasn't enough. And hopefully Taylor can find one more win in this final week of the season to salvage this their football season. So we're hoping for the best for Katy. That's all we have for today. Make sure you join us for Week 10. It's the final week of district play, and we'll move into the playoffs. We hope to see you guys soon.